Good morning. Sorry about the engine noise, but we are in line waiting to be loaded, and today we're picking up some reels of cable, and I've hauled this a number of times on the vlog so far, so not really too much to go into about securement. Is that a complete sentence? I'm not sure. We're gonna roll with it anyway. But this load in particular is, I mean, I need to be very efficient with the time. I have a little over 1,000 miles to drive, and it is already 8:30 in the morning, and I need to be in Columbia, Missouri by 2:30 p.m. tomorrow. I do gain an hour because I'm headed eastward, but that doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot. So we're gonna get into more of that, but basically we're gonna cut down a little bit on the editing style because, you know, I need some sleep. And then I'm just not gonna have a whole heck of a lot of time over the next few days because we're gonna have to hump it. Well, this is pretty interesting. I'm watching a flatbed get loaded, and I see all different reel sizes, and I mean literally all different. I don't see a single reel over there that is the same size on his trailer. So that's going to be interesting as far as loading is concerned. Here, check this out. Well, now it's time to move, so let's go get loaded. Can I get some relief, please? Well, we got over there, we got loaded. The nice thing about the load is, you know, they're on wooden spools, and they're really small. So they weigh 3,300 a piece, and you're only talking about 6,600 pounds. The nice thing about the wood is that you can throw a strap over them, and the strap's not gonna slide off. So a little bit different than the other cable reels that I've ran, being this one that I can throw one strap on there. Now, if I was a flatbed, I'm not sure if I would throw just one strap on it. Technically, you know, it's legal, everything would be fine, but just out of comfort, I don't know if I could throw just one. I may have to still go with the chains, but on this one, you know, I've got one reel up top. I still put 2 chains on that one just because that one bounces pretty heavy anyway, and then I've still got 2 chains back there in the back. So I went with the one strap over all of the ones in the middle, and I feel comfortable being that, you know, this is a step deck. But you know, I get through the scale and I'm over here in Michelin, and I was gonna grab some fuel, and between the scale, which is only just a few miles from this truck stop, my tire inflation light comes on. Now I see it and I don't really think much of it, and I get over here to put some fuel in, and I'm fueling up and I'm going down and I'm checking my reels, and all of a sudden I hear a massive air leak. Blown tire. You know, this load, when I loaded it up, I asked the guys to put the reels together as close as possible, and I was up there fooling with the reel up top, not necessarily paying too close attention to how they were loading it on the lower deck, and they were leaving a few inches. I mean, we're not talking about a lot. We're talking about, you know, maybe 4 to 6 inches but in between each spool, and that 4 to 6 inches over, you know, 4 or 5 different gaps in reels would actually add up and would probably make the difference in me being able to run my tandems closed versus spread. So I have to run them spread, and it shifts the weight on the truck, and the trailer redistributes it, and so now I'm running and I'm bouncing a lot, and I'm almost certain that's what happened. You know, these tires are only rated at 62 miles an hour, and you know, that's what I should be running. I should be running 62 miles an hour, and I shouldn't think twice about anything else. Unfortunately, I haven't been doing that. You know, these tires only have 50,000 miles on them. It's a known problem with having a low pro step deck, and that's you know, that's the thing, is you have to run 62. Otherwise, this is going to happen to you constantly. I know multiple people that have blown out multiple tires, and clearly, I'm not the exception to the rule. I can't just, you know, run faster and hope for the best. So, what we're going to wind up doing, and I wanted to grab one anyway, is I'm going to wind up getting a heat gun. And I want to test it out. I'm going to run 62 miles an hour. I'm going to make a video of it. And I want to see the heat difference in different temperatures, and I'm going to get extensive with it. And, you know, it may take a few months for me to put it all together and to get it out there, but I think that would be really good information for everyone to know and for everyone to have easy access to. But bottom line, this truck no longer definitely does not go over 65 miles an hour anymore. And if we can afford to, 62 all the time. And the nice thing about running the spot market is I can pretty much set my deliveries and my appointments almost always. So there's really no reason for me to be running any faster. So we're gonna correct that, but we're waiting to get this load off. Thankfully, the Petro here in Mabane was able to get me directly in. I don't want to talk about how much this tire cost because, well, it's not cheap. But we're going to get this. I was able to basically get right in. There was a FedEx that was having a tire replaced, and they got out maybe 15 minutes after I got here, so I was able to get right in. Lucky me. I'm a lucky guy. So anyway, we're gonna get down the road and closer to Columbia, Missouri.